færi sófinn mér úr sér og sagði við mig, þú ekki að setja rassinn þinn á andlitið á mér? Hann sagði, ekki setja rassinn þinn á andlitið á mér. Þetta er svolítið skrítið að vera að segja svona við mig. Ég á hann að sófa og ég má alveg setja hérna, en þetta er ekki alveg rétt að sófa. Þannig að ég sest bara og nutta rassinum á mér í andlitið á sófa. Á ég ekki að vera kurteis fyrir að sófa, má ég setjast á þig. Þannig alltaf hef ég eftir þetta, þá hef ég bara sest á sófa og sagt, má ég setja á þig. Og svo segir alltaf,
go for it. Okay. Yeah, man. I know. Stuart. Hello, Stuart. Nice to meet you.
pleased to meet you.
Can you just tell us, you've curated a show tonight at Iðnú.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of the bands that played tonight and how it came together in your head to kind of put this lineup together?
The basic idea was to sort of to take a look at whom we had worked with before, and one of them was Dalek, whom we brought over last year. So they were one, and then we got.
Just shut this so because this has got a.
Heyrðu, getið þögn í silence for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah, the main idea behind the evening was to make a experimental evening rather than a very straightforward evening, possibly a bit left field in electronic side sense of it. So we thought of whom we'd been working with and whom we had sort of worked with previously, and Dalek became part of the list. Otto von Schirach is also in electronics. Stillupsteipa have also been very electronic, and then Siggi the Steintryggur is moving away from moving into electronics, and Björkin as well. So we just decided to do it a more unconventional rock and roll night.
You run a label, as far as I understand. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm one of the 8 people who run Smekkleysa Records in Iceland.
And are some of the bands on tonight's bill, are they on your label?
No, not necessarily. But Ghostigital, Dalek and Otto von Schirach are published by Ibikak as well in the United States.
Yeah. Can you tell us, do you see yourself more as a musician or an artist?
I would say more, not a musician. I would say more a performer.
Yeah.
It's like, it's closer to performance than actually a concert, and we try to work on the premises that anything is possible. But we work within a certain structure, but we try to have fun.
And the band, since last year, the band has come down in size. Your son was working with you last year.
Yeah.
You had a few more people on stage. I know you've just come back from a 20 or so date tour with the Melvins of the States. Is this the new lineup for the band? Is this how you're going to take it from here?
No, this is the most economical lineup. We had to either do the Melvins or not do them, and this was being a two-piece was the only way to do it. So we just finished that 2 days ago, and we decided to bring that concept over here and do it just 2 of us and see how it would work.
Your music over the years has been quite political, especially with Ghostigital. Coming across to a non-Icelandic speaking audience, how does that? Do you feel that it comes across in the music as well as the lyrics?
No, I don't think that we're political in the sense, but we do take because I change the lyrics whatever the occasion is. We can be terribly political or terribly not political. So, but with anything you have to take a stance of if you like things or not. If you just go always the middle road, things are non-exciting. So you have to make a decision. That's politics in that.
Definitely. How did the tour go with the Melvins?
So fantastic. It's a breath of fresh air and new life to be able to take your music to the show and take it and play it for new people. So that's just fantastic.
And how did you? How could you compare the crowd reaction in the States as to what you receive here?
It's totally different between cities in the States and wherever we go. Like Providence, Rhode Island, who would say that would be one of the greatest crowds ever.
Really?
And then Boston sort of dire little shits.
And did you get into the Midwest? Did you go to Chicago, those kind of places?
We did. Yeah, we drove all the way from Minneapolis and to the East Coast.
Yeah. I understand that with Sugar Cubes, you're about to get back together.
Yeah.
It's a benefit concert. You're obviously focusing very much on Ghostigital. I don't want to go backwards so much.
Yeah.
But can you tell us about what you're going to be doing on the 17th of November and why?
Well, the record company Smekkleysa was formed over 20 years ago, and Sugar Cubes were formed just after the record company. And Sugar Cubes always made money for the record company, and now it's time to make more money for the record company. So we're playing a gig. Simple as that.
So it's a benefit for the record company.
Yeah, absolutely.
That will plough back into putting out.
Yeah, putting us and
bands.
also pay back, the debts that we owe.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're not in the business of bankrupting ourselves or the people whom we deal with.
How does it feel to be able to curate a whole night at a festival like this? Obviously, you've been in the game for 20 plus years. Is it a nice kind of payback to be able to kind of put your favourite musicians on the stage?
No, I mean, no, not at all. It's like, yes, of course it is, but then again, the way I have seen Iceland Airwaves Festival develop, I've been sort of involved in seeing it develop. I think it's like just it's been fantastic to be able to put forward some ideas for programming and put the bands together. And like people always complain, I can't see everything. So get wiser about the other bands which you couldn't see. So I mean, it's only 5 days, and don't expect to see everything.
You've got to have a backbone. You've got to pick whether you're going to see Ghostigital or the Go Team or Wolf Parade.
Yeah, well, somebody's so it doesn't matter.
Go head to head.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, bring them on.
Yeah, that's exactly. Over the last couple of nights, have you caught some of the bands?
No, we just came back from the States yesterday morning.
Okay. What about tomorrow nights?
Not at all.
Bill?
No, I don't.
You don't know who's playing?
No.
But you're gonna do into the book and get out there and catch some
DJing
stuff?
tomorrow.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Where are you DJing?
At some party at 6 o'clock.
Come on.
I don't know. Some media.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.